Hey, what's up, guys? Jag Manga for Jaggy Sports. Karl-Anthony Towns recently just said that he's the greatest big man shooter of all time. He's one of one, and that's pretty big words to say. I'll tell you that much. I'm pretty sure Dirk Nowitzki has something to say about that. Let's take a look at this.
Anthony Towns was despondent when talking about Minnesota's struggles throughout his tenure with the team.
I just got to play better, all of us. I mean, it's pretty simple as that. I've lost for a long time here. I'm not trying to lose anymore. It's pretty odd. It's pretty simple as that. Life don't feel the same. Just tired of saying a bunch of stuff because it never translates to the next game, and it's a very frustrating thing.
All right, Zach. So Cat's in his 7th year with Minnesota. They've been to the playoffs one time. Is it time for the Timberwolves to start looking at moving him?
Anytime you're talking like this, you're not in a good mental place. This is a very sad posture. Look, he's got 2 years left after this one on his contract, so in theory, this would be the time to start sniffing around. But look, they're 9th in the West. They're on pace to at least make the play-in tournament. Everyone, this is as weak as the West has been outside the top 3 in a million years. They should be going the other way and saying, why not? Why can't we be a team as Edwards, Russell, Towns coalesce together, as Jaden McDaniels gets better and better off the bench? Why can't we be like a 6th seed that nobody wants to play in the first round?
Zach, what is your issue with that growth? Because we have expectations with that young big three. Like, we're excited about their potential, but what do you think the issues for Minnesota is?
Number one, they're the worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA by a million miles, which is inexcusable. And just defensively, they've been pretty good this year, but that Russell, Edwards, Towns trio, they got to prove it on a big stage. But this is a solid team. They have a lot of weird pieces, a lot of guys who are great defensive players but can't shoot, or good offensive players who can't play defense. So they got to mix and match the right lineups. But I think they should be at the very least in the play-in tournament.
Well, and after Karl-Anthony Towns said what we just heard, they did bounce back. They beat the Blazers. So let's see if they can kind of extend that streak and keep it.
So I think that they're 100% right. It's time to trade Karl-Anthony Towns because he thinks he is super great kind of thing and whatnot kind of thing, but he's very outspoken lately, saying stuff like he's sick and tired of losing and whatnot kind of thing. I just think that anything that he's saying right now has a bit of a negative spin on it. If you're really great, you don't really need to say that. Just ask Dirk Nowitzki. He's never said that he's super great kind of thing like that. But, I don't know why you got to pump up your own tires by saying that kind of stuff. Real shooters, real great players don't really need to pump up their own tires. You know what I'm saying? So Karl-Anthony Towns, he's got 2 years left on his deal, and let's just see if there's any good options out there for a Minnesota trade to happen with Karl-Anthony Towns, because I don't know, for some reason he's got a pretty weird attitude lately. And the one good game I liked about him was he dominated the boards. He dominated the offensive side of it, defensive side of it when he played the Lakers and Anthony Davis, and he's basically calling Anthony Davis small. For him to do that, that was like dominant kind of thing, and I get it that he is dominant. So let's just say if Minnesota was taking calls, they could get a lot back for Karl-Anthony Towns. They could possibly trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Miles Turner and another individual. But I'm not 100% sure they would do that because Minnesota is not a proven track record for a winning organization and winning management for all that matters. But, if they wanted to, they should pull that off because, you know what I mean? Like, Karl-Anthony Towns, he's a talented player, but it just, I don't like his attitude. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you're great, you don't really need to say you're great. That's all I gotta say. I think it's time for them to trade him. you get good value for him because he's got two years left on his contract. So we'll see what happens. Jag Mang at Jaggy Sports. Karl-Anthony Towns.